Hey, this is Ram. Today we are going to discuss about a technical indicator called a stochastic. Basically, this is a momentum indicator. And before going inside the video, we had already discussed about some of the trending indicator, moving average, super trend, and parabolic SAR, EDX, and trending indicator. And apart from that, in momentum indicator, we had already discussed about MACD and RSI. This video is a part of series 1. So I request all to go and check in the description for the links to know about the technical indicator which we had discussed earlier. I am going to apply this particular indicator in this 5-minute candlestick chart. This is basically a chart of Asian Paint, and clicking here and typing stochastic. So selecting this, now you can see this oscillation, and basically you can see two lines here. One is in red color and the other one is in black color. So the black line is usually called as the fast moving stochastic line, and the red one is the slow moving stochastic line. Sometimes this is called as percentage K stochastic, and the other line, the red one, is called as percentage D stochastic. So going to the setting, you can see this period 14. So this is basically calculated based on the last 14 candlestick. So if suppose I need to know how this point has been created, then we need to see the last 14 candlestick. So based on the last 14 candlestick, this particular end of this black and red line has been found. So that is what about the setting of the period. And apart from that, if you can see here, fast moving line, as I said, it is in black, and slow moving line is in red. So here you can see overbought is 80 and oversold is 20. So many of the trader used to keep this as 70, and oversold region is 30, so that the trader, once this both the line crossed this 70 line, the 70 levels, then they used to consider that as a overbought region, which means that the particular script or the stock is been already overbought, and there is a potential of reversal of that particular stock. So oversold means the particular stock has been already oversold, which means that the stock had reached the bottom level, and the particular stock is having a potential of the reversal in upper direction. That is what about this overbought and oversold region. So here, if we see this particular black line, once it crossed the red line, which means that the slow line crosses the fast line crosses the slow line, and then it will use to move from oversold to the overbought region. So what usually the traders do, once this black line crosses the red line in above direction, trader used to buy a position, or they will create a position, and then once it reaches the top level in overbought region, the trader used to come out from that particular position. This is this is how the trader used to use this particular technical indicator. So you can see here in the fast line you may see so much of disturbance. In red line you may not see so much of disturbance. So you can see it clearly here. See, there is so much of disturbance in the black line, but in the red line you can see a very smooth disturbance. You can see it almost forms a smooth line because the fast line will capture the small period and the red line captures the bigger part. So based on that these lines used to move. So a trader really wants to capture a big picture, then he can always see this red line, the slow moving line, so that he may be in a particular trade without seeing a small movement. So that he can capture it clearly, or a big number. For example, here it starts moving up, right? From the downside it has start moving upside, and here you can see this level, this particular level. From this candlestick it had clearly moved on the upside. Still here you can see, still here it had moved clearly upside. So if we bought in this region, in this particular candlestick, we could have got an considerable money or a profit, right? So in the same way here also, from the overbought region to the oversold region, you can see this particular candle, if you enter here, and then here we would have been existed. So this is a good movement basically. So at the same time, if the if the black line has so many noises, then sometimes it may not have a good movement, because candlestick may have a big body. After that you may have some small bodies without a consider movement in the price action. So whenever you see so much of disturbance, the trader needs to avoid entering in a particular position. See, even here also you have, one can see so much of disturbance in this black line. So here also you can see here. So in the price action we cannot see a great movement at all. So whenever this black and red line have a smooth movement, then only the price action will also move along with the stochastic, or this stochastic indicates the price movement correctly. If it is having so much of disturbance, we need to consider that the price action will not have a good movement. So here also, this is also an example. From here suddenly has a diversion, then again it gone up, then again it came down, then it had reached the overbought level. So same, if suppose one trader enters in this region, from here to here, from oversold to overbought position, or the level, from here to here, you cannot see any movement in the price, right? So it is better to avoid. If stochastic is having so much of disturbance, then traders should not enter in a particular position. And apart from that, this stochastic also will create so much of false signals. Many times, as I said, based on the disturbance, we can find out the false signals, and even sometimes it may have a smooth movement, then also it will it will be a wrong indication. Here you can see, right? Here this red line or even the black line is not at all having a great disturbance, or it had not created so much of noise. So if you see here, if suppose a trader is entering in this point, in this particular, so this level is this particular candlestick, and if one needs to come out in this level, so slight movement is there. There is not a huge movement at all. So if a trader tries to capture a big movement, so there is no chance of getting a big movement at all. And even here also you see from overbought region to oversold region. If suppose the trader enters in a position here, he may capture a very little profit. He may not be in a good profit. And if suppose the trader enters here in this region, in this particular candlestick, and it had reached here to this level from around 26 levels, you can see here on the side 26 level, and if he came out from this 80 levels, he would have got nearly nothing. It is very less amount, which means that he would have entered in this level maybe 1799, and he would have been come out in the level 1803. So it is only 4 rupees of profit, which is nothing basically. So for this, how long he need to wait? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 1 hour. 1 hour 5 minutes he would have been waiting to capture this 4 rupees. So this stochastic will not work very well in the flat market, especially even in the volatility. If the market is so volatile, in that time also this may create some false indication. So it is better to have a combination of indicator, as I said in the earlier parts also. So for this technical indicator also, RSI can be clubbed with this particular technical indicator, which will works very well. And apart from that, even MACD and moving averages and even the trend lines can be used with this particular technical indicator to have a better result and to avoid the losses. So if you feel that this particular video is useful, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Thanks for watching.